Hey, what's up guys? I'm Ben, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be sticking this new Gates G-Force Redline belt on the XP1000S. Last time I was out with this quad, I blew the belt on it. I don't want that to happen again, so I bought the most expensive belt that Rocky Mountain ATV has. This is the most severe duty thing they had available, so I'm gonna throw this on the quad. If you guys want to see how to install one of these, Polaris has a good video on it. I got the new belt on, and that was mildly easier. Definitely nice to have this cross member out of the way, so you can get the cover all the way off and see in there. Got everything cleaned up, scored up the clutches a little bit with some fine grit sandpaper, knocked off some bigger burrs, and we are ready to go. So let's see if I can blow this thing. Alright, so I put a few easy miles on this just to pretend like I was going to break it in anyway. Now we're about to the spot where I really started hitting it hard last time. So we'll pick up the pace a bit here. And hopefully I don't end up putting the same belt back on that I just took off. You guys will have to let me know if you have any opinions or experience with belts. And this one specifically or anything else. If one thing works better for you or another. I've kind of always, not that I've had that much experience with belts, but on sleds anyways, I've always stuck just the same factory belt on that blew. So I guess maybe there's some error in doing it that way, especially when there's hopefully better options out there. I guess we'll see what happens today. I don't know if we will though. I'm thinking I might have to take it a little bit easier than last time. There's a lot more dirt showing, and I sure don't want to mess that up for the people that actually own the dirt. But there's also a bit of ice showing through now, and these trails are really not all that well snow covered anymore. So we'll stick on the snow as much as we can and get on the throttle as much as we can, of course without tearing the trails up. And we are in all-wheel drive, which I guess maybe has something to do with it blowing last time. It's right here. That's where I had to change it. I guess we made it that far. Trails are actually closing tomorrow. I got the belt changed and then checked my phone one more time before I headed out, and they had updated it since the last time I saw it, and it said that the trails were closing. And I read it that the trails were closed, and I was like, "You've gotta be kidding me!" Got my work done, got the belt on, got a couple hours before I'm supposed to meet the family for dinner, and after all that, I'm not even going to get to go out and ride, but they close tomorrow, not today, which I'm super happy about because I get to get out here and do a little bit more riding, possibly last time of the season. I think a lot of the snow is going to be gone after the next 4 days of 40s and a little bit of rain. I think we're supposed to get a little bit of snow, but it's not going to be enough. So might have to travel north if I want to do any trail riding. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to buy a sled this year or not. I mean, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense not to, other than the fact that I guess I could just keep the money in the bank or whatever. But I'm not really sure that I want a sled sitting getting old in my garage. Whoops. Got a camera pointing at the ground. That's great. What? You just loosened right up on me? There's full throttle. Woo! There's a little bit of air. I've honestly been having a great time on the quad this year. It's just kind of something different, I guess. I mean, I definitely do wish that I had a sled, and like I've said in previous videos, I looked at, I guess, just 2 now. I was supposed to go look at 2 more, kind of slowly losing interest as the season progresses. It just, oh man, I don't know. And I've heard this from some of you guys too. Such a unpredictable short season. It's just hard to spend a lot of money on a sled. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I wanna get a sled and I want to make more sled videos, but I don't know, I feel like I have to spend at least like 10 grand to get something nice and new enough that is going to be interesting and that people are going to want to watch. But at the same time, I mean, if I do that, or even if I spend 15 grand, I mean, there's no way that's actually going to come out in the end. I mean, I don't know how fast those sleds are going to depreciate in value. I guess if I would have bought a sled 3 years ago, it would have appreciated in value. Oh, we got crows taking off. Oh, nope, turkeys. Don't want to hit one of them. Must be like 30 turkeys. Oh, and there's a deer. I think it's the same field. A couple years ago, there had to be 100 deer standing over there in the corn. And this kind of whole area over towards like Shawano County just has a ridiculous amount of, I guess, probably all wildlife, but a lot of deer. I don't know what's going on with my heated grips. The last time I saw it, I guess I didn't notice it, but the time before that, it seemed like they kept shutting off on me, and I think it was something to do with the fact that they shut off if they're connected to a battery and it senses voltage drop, but they're not connected to a battery. They're connected to a keyed ignition wire, and it's a little bit annoying that they keep freaking turning off on me. I think it's when the fan kicks on. I don't know if my battery's just getting low or what's going on. It's nice to have the grip heaters, but it's not nice when you have to turn them back on every 5 seconds. Squirrel! These trails are not half bad. Oh, and there's a bunch of deer. Well, lots of wildlife out today. Oh my goodness, there's a whole bunch of them. I don't know if you can see them. That had to be 20 deer right there. Sorry guys. So I haven't really noticed anything yet. At least nothing that I can put my finger on, but it does feel, I don't know, slightly different. I don't know if that's just because it's gripping better, because the other one was just kind of wore out. I did find a lot of belt dust in there. I guess maybe that had something to do with the fact that well, I blew a belt in there. But not really sure what the deal is. It definitely delaminated at some point, whether that was when it exploded or previously and then just overheated. I never noticed anything, and I actually left the piece in there accidentally. It must have been wedged in there, and I of course didn't see it when I was changing this on the trail, because like I said, it couldn't hurt to get the cover off to get in there. And when I was riding around a little bit after I changed it, I heard it thumping around in there, so I would think that I would have noticed. Woo! What was that, a crosswind? It was just the all-wheel drive catching. Woo! Yeah, what is that? Just breaks loose. We're doing like 65. Seems like the belt's still there. You guys probably can't hear a darn thing I'm saying. I used to complain about this thing being unstable, and then this summer I had talked to some of you guys and realized that the springs on here, the preload, was adjusted way up, so this thing was just sitting literally higher than it should have been. And since I only weigh like 150, 160 pounds, it was not enough to squish it down back to where it's supposed to be at a safe level, so I cranked it down a bit, and it seems like things are better. In fact, I think that's the first time that I've felt unstable or felt this thing be kind of shifting around at all on me when I didn't want it to, since I was having problems. And I bought this in the winter and realized that it was not at all what I expected it to be as far as handling goes, and I thought that was just because of the EPS. I think it may have had something to do with that, but I think cranking that suspension down was the majority of the solution. Now that the EPS does take a little bit of getting used to, but I think that's really all it was. This thing feels plenty good now on the dirt and the snow, other than at 65, which I guess is probably as fast as you need to go on a 1,000-pound four-wheeler. Alright, belt, don't fail me now. Definitely happy to have rubber underneath me today. Well, I guess you have a rubber track on a sled, but I'm definitely glad to be on 4 tires crossing the pavement today. That didn't look like it'd be fun to try to jump up there with carbides and picks on a track. Let's punch it. So that's how it used to be all the time. $65. Yeah, lots of rocks out here. Glad to not be on a snowmobile today. What the heck? Since when is there a trail that goes that way? Maybe to the bar? Well, I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with how this is handling. I haven't felt anything get squishy or anything blow off. It seems like it's doing good so far. Again, I mean, with, you know, 30 miles on it. So I'll keep you guys updated in the comments if anything happens with this. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll try to remember to come back and leave a comment a year later or something and say whether it's still doing good or not. I don't anticipate any issues. I think it's probably gonna be worth the cost, but again, I mean, I can't say for sure until I have put it to the test long term. But like I said, as far as today goes, with what I put it through, I mean, it's still there. So I'm gonna say for now, it gets a thumbs up, and if you guys want to pick one up, there'll be an affiliate link down in the description, which just helps me make more videos like this. Doesn't cost you an extra or anything. Just click on it and make a purchase from Rocky Mountain, and it helps keep the videos going. So thanks, appreciate you when you guys use those links to buy anything gear related you need on Rocky Mountain, and it really is appreciated. So thanks guys, thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, stay swanky, get out and enjoy this beautiful world any chance you get, and if you can't do that right now, here's some more videos to check out in the meantime.